Okay, welcome back. We are on another day of Necroa mod. Last time we left off after unfortunately contracting the Necroa virus. So we are now in search of one more set of antibiotics to remain alive. Our difficulty now is basically acquiring those antibiotics because we've checked the medical center in Phallus Lake. We've also checked, I think we found some in the school at Riverside in the nurse's office. And we're now looking to find our third set. So I'm going to pull up my Build 42 map. Push. There we go. Right. So we are currently along this road here, just outside of Phallus Lake. But I think our closest medical location is the military surplus place, because there's a doctor's office right here. Now, whether or not this will actually spawn any antibiotics is up for debate, because there's not very many loot spawns there. I don't know if some might spawn in somewhere in the military surplus, potentially. The only other option I can really think of, the POIs aren't bringing anything up right now, is like maybe we either drive out to Echo Creek. Is there a medical place in Echo Creek? I don't think there is. There's the veterinary place that's not far from it. Is this one? That would probably have some, but I bet that's swarming with Zeds. There's that. There's also Muldraw, potentially. It's a bit of a drive. What is it, actually? Because if we're on this road and we just follow this down and follow the main road all the way to Muldraw, I mean, it's a distance, but it's an easy drive. We can follow that all the way and then possibly just stop in at, where is it? This one here. And that would have a pretty good likelihood of having the meds we need. Because there's going to be a lot of medical spawns there. There's probably also extra medical places in Muldraw, just in case. I'm trying to think, like, whether there's a dentist place or something like that that might work for us. Don't know if there is. Convenience stores, warehouses. They're not something along like this section. Ambulances on the road. Yeah, I mean, ambulances on the road would be a very good place to check. I haven't seen any yet. But I think maybe then, instead of going to the military surplus, we'll go to Muldraw, because that's likely to have... I think that's more likely based on the amount of containers. There's a dentist office in Riverside? Is there really? I don't think we checked that. Where did we go? We went to the pharmacy and we didn't find anything there. We also went to the nurse's office in the school and didn't find anything. Oh, sorry, that was where we found something. Where's the dentist place? Oh, that's chiropractic. But I don't see any medical spawns. Do you know whereabouts the dentist is? By the hairstyling? Like here? Is this one? Yep. Books, hair genesis. Not seeing it. Okay. Well, I guess like we'll go to Muldraw and we'll check that out, and if that doesn't work out, then maybe I can take a closer look for this dentist place that you mentioned. But I think we'll start with Muldraw. My bad, it's not Riverside, it's West Point. Ah, yeah, that's a lot further away, unfortunately for us. We're actually out of water, so let me go ahead and put a different one in my inventory. Then we're gonna need to get our hands on some food. Did I put anything in here? Ah, it's a little bit awkward. So I don't have any food on me, which is going to make this a little bit tricky. But again, I think time is of the essence. So if we need to be hungry for a little bit, then we'll be hungry for a little bit, you know? Change out this bandage. Here we go. We're miserable right now because we're so bothered by the virus. Probably also sleeping in a car didn't help. That's okay though. We'll find things like that. We'll find some food. We'll hopefully get maybe some books we can consume. For now, though, the focus has to be on getting to Muldraw. So I'm just gonna gun it down this road. No worries, Havoc. It's all good. What's that house? Is that just like a lone house? Okay, we might stop here and just see if I can get some food, clean up. Stop here very briefly. Just to see if I can sort my food situation. Maybe stop my character from being so miserable. Okay. There we go. There's something. That frickin' cabbage, but okay. Not going to do much for my happiness. Hopefully there's something in this end cupboard, maybe. I need to wash, my gloves. Okay, we're not at breaking point anymore, so that's good. We're less stressed, at least. I've also noticed that so far, at least, my character has not told me that they're feeling like something's wrong. You know what I mean? Like previously they were telling us, like in our last playthrough, that something was wrong. They felt like their skin didn't fit right, that they needed to find antibiotics, etc., etc. My character is no longer saying that. I don't know if that means that it's too late. I don't know if that means that the virus has... We've beat it, but we did need another set of antibiotics. Or, third potential outcome is that restarting, like closing the game and loading it back up again, like maybe it's now bugged and fixed itself. Or it could just be that it's bugged and is no longer telling me, but it is actually progressing. So I feel like we should assume the worst and that, you know, the virus is still progressing. Right? I feel like we should just play it safe and try to get that third set of antibiotics. Oh, here we go. Magazine. Actually, let's do this properly. If you sit, actually read faster. Yo, what up, Yarchek? How you doing? Good, thank you. And you? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Hoping that we can still save our character. Even if not, it's been a journey. It's taking a quick stop right now. Yo! Jokes with Dad. Hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome back. As if you've only ever, by the way, apparently, according to Twitch, you've only ever dropped 2 messages in chat before. But you've been subscribed for 15 months. Find that hilarious. Thank you, dude. Good to see you. And thank you for the 1 bitty, Havoc. So I had Patches O'Houlihan. Thank you very much for the follow. It's a little bit boring watching my character wash. It's taking longer because of the sadness. Reading a phone book increases boredom. I find that hilarious. Like, I love that there's an item that just increases your boredom like that. Like, nobody's gonna read it. Unless it's by mistake. But I love that it's there. Another house here. I feel like we should check. Lurkers lurk. What did you get the virus from? So the virus, it's oh, hang on. Hold that thought. Any more? So we're playing the Necroa mod, and the virus basically comes from zombies. Through, like in this instance, it was through my mask failing and I didn't notice. I'm actually going to move this, I think. Can I move this element? Yeah. I'm going to move this element down to beside my hotbar in the hopes that I notice it a bit more. I do still think it could benefit from like a notification, like, because they have a lot of like text come up over your character in this. It'd be nice if there was a little bit of text that said like, oh, my mask is failing, you know? Something like that. But yeah, I totally just didn't notice. So my mask failed. We breathed it in. A lot of good food here that will increase my happiness though. Oh, it's a D&D session. They've got the dice out and everything. Oh, nice. The hunter. Is this gonna have keys for the car? It does have keys for the car. Right, a couple of books to help with sadness. Hang on, can I like... Okay, these reduce boredom. I need... like quick items that are going to get rid of... Okay, so chips are good. Let's grab all of these bags of chips. Because these will be great for like getting rid of that sadness. I'm also going to take the ham as well. So we can do something with that. Okay, now we're going to rest very quickly. We're going to try and get rid of this sadness with one of these books because this gets rid of a lot. Can the element be larger? I don't think so. I mean, maybe there's a mod setting for that. Sorry, 1 second, chat. I've just got to deal with something very, very quickly. Who does? Thank you, Havoc. I appreciate the tier 1, mate. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Right, so that's cleared a lot of our problems there. Bag of chips, and I think we'll be on the road. Now, let's wash up again. Hey, ads, I understand it, yeah. I understand it. Okay, this is much faster this time. As soon as we've done this, we're going to jump back on the road, and then we're going to go to Muldraw. Oh, we're drowsy already. That sucks. Okay. We're not in the safest location, but this also isn't terrible. I'm wondering if we just take like a quick, I don't know, what, 3 hours maybe? Like a 3-hour nap? And then go on rather than sleeping on the road, because that's what's caused us to get tired so quickly. Set alarm. Is it now? So we set alarm for like 1:30. Okay. So quick nap. Then back on the road. We got to check that car before we leave, actually. almost had what we needed there. The fact this had medical supplies in it. We were very, very close to having what I needed. We found them. That's the last set we needed. So assuming that everything is working as intended, that was the last set of antibiotics that I needed. However, my character's not speaking. And previously, he was like talking and stuff. So I'm not 100% sure that the mod is actually functioning as it should right now. I'm hoping it is, because if it is, that just means like now we've sorted it. Because before he was giving us like little updates like, okay, I've taken one set of antibiotics, now I need 2 more. And now he's just kind of stopped. So I'm not really sure whether the mod is functioning as it should be. Tell you what, let's get back to the car and then let's get back to base. And then I'll maybe do like a quick game restart just once we're back at the base. I'm hoping, Phoenix, that it's a good sign that he's not talking right now, but don't know. Just gonna have to wait and see. I definitely wouldn't mind taking a drive out to one of the military surplus places too, but I think right now we just want to get back to base as soon as possible. We've, touch wood, we have survived by the skin of our teeth. And now I just want to get back to base. Can't believe a random bloody medical supplies car had what we needed. PZ gods definitely smiled upon us with that one. So where are we right now? Yeah, so we follow this all the way up through Phallus Lake and then take a left at the T-junction. Talking to yourself, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, the mod makes your character talk to himself like just as like status updates for the player. Works quite well actually. It's a little bit crazy talk though, isn't it? Maybe I should be worried. Lucy talks to herself all the time. Should I be worried, chat? Oh, there's so many zombies here. Perfectly sane. I talk to myself sometimes. Oh, Jesus Christ! Why? Why did he do that? Oh my God, you scared the piss out of me. Oh, she thinks this is hilarious, of course.
My business. What fuck is
Oh my god. Absolutely scared the shit out of me. Why would you do that while I'm driving through a horde of zombies? You leaned in and spoke in my ear. Oh, I'm gonna get her for that later. I'm gonna get her so good for that later, chat. Lucy hates it when I make her jump. Lucy hates it when I surprise her. I am gonna get her so good for that later. She's just started a war she can't win. Oh my god. Had me good. I feel like that would be one of those moments where if I was a webcam streamer, you guys would be absolutely pissing yourselves laughing at my my reaction. I properly jumped. Woke Frank up as well. Oh dear. Oh, that command's out of date, Macado. The only mods we're running are the Necroa virus mod, and the item condition overlay. And that's it. That's the one that shows like your weapons conditioned on like your hotbar. She got you that good, huh? She did. You very much did. God, I need a minute. I need a minute. Do you leave Cocoa Pops alone? What up, Gem? How's it going? Also, Jim, we need your input in the cooks chat, please, for the next Schedule 1 session. Our final session of Schedule 1. And then we need to find another friend slop game to play. Tomorrow, Thursday's good? Okay. Cool. Once I get off stream later and stuff, then I'll take a look. Need to finish probing. We should do some more roadside research now that they've updated it. We could even just continue our previous playthrough. There's quite a few games really that are about right now that I'd be interested in, you know, playing as a group. Me and Lucy have talked about playing Paralives, or doing like a bit of a duo stream for Paralives. It's basically like a new version of Sims. That's a propane barbecue, baby. Hang on now. Hang on now. Wait a minute. Give me that. Give me that. Probably gonna have to do a couple trips here. I was ready to play some Schedule 1 today, Jim, but then actually had like the details come through for a little sponsored stream, and I just thought, well, today works, let's just crack on. So we're doing some Zomboid, and then we're doing some War Alert today, who are sponsoring this stream very kindly. Exclamation mark war in the chat if you are interested. We've got like a free demo available right now that we're gonna play for a couple hours later. Oh heck, hang on. I need to make space. How much do I need? Not much. That'll do it? I think that'll do it. Okay. Right, so back through town. Oh, is this Olin Road? Oh, we can just follow Olin Road. Okay, we don't have to go through town. I can go around. I think once we get back to base, we'll do that quick restart just to make sure the mod is functioning correctly. Or I guess my character just won't give me any updates anymore, which is equally terrifying. Thank you. Yes, all right. I get it. You made me jump. Yes. I'm gonna get you back for that, you know. Just you wait. You hate when I jump scare you. I'm gonna get you.
The worst part is I'm gonna act like them.
Thank you for the coffee. Love you. Right. Okay. Not too far. Hello, Franklin. Ow. I'm being assailed today on all sides. Hello, Franklin. Driving Project Zomboid with one hand while giving Frank's fusses with the other. Oh, this is the warehouse. I want to be there. I want to be up on the left, yeah? Nah. I should probably make a point of, like, clearing all these zombies at some stage. I'd like to maybe go and get some firearms from a military surplus place. Whoops. Also probably need to do a controlled burn of these zombies too. Go get a campfire started and bring all the bodies over. Okay, so now we're back at base. Real quick, we're gonna very, very quickly just restart my game. I do just want to make sure that there's no problems with the mod right now. Maybe more than a couple minutes. Okay. And now we hope that the mod isn't completely busted. And that we're going to be okay. We're also hoping that we're not infected. Okay. All cleaned up. That's our unhappiness gone. I'd say that didn't turn out too bad in the end. He says, not knowing if he's actually going to die of the zombie virus. Certainly could have been worse. So I think let's get all of this unloaded. Do we need a table? Not really. Right, let's pick up the radio. I'm gonna put that on top of the... I can't put it on there. I guess I'll just put it here next to the bed then. Okay. And then I'm going to disassemble the table, I think. Hammer, please? Do we not have a hammer? We have a hammer somewhere. Surely. There it is. I was going to say, I know we have one. It's okay, you'll be Papa Nurgle's favorite Poxwalker. I love the whole concept behind Nurgle. And how, like, they're all so joyous and happy and stuff, and they don't realize that they're actually just completely ridden with disease and plague. Nurgle's gifts. Are we still gaining weight? Yeah, okay. Right, how am I going to start doing this? Mini fridge needs to go down first, I guess. We're also going to pick up the charcoal barbecue because we're going to move that. The fridge there. Then we'll put the propane one next to it. That will need both. I may just remove the regular one. We've also got 2 open wooden barrels that we're going to use as rain collectors. They are going to go here. Here we go. That's already freed up a lot of space. We've got the barbecue. Nice. We'll fit this in here. Excellent. How long does this have? 16 hours of burn time? Not bad. Not bad. Right, let's start taking all of the food. My ice cream's gone stale. Oh well, it's worth it. We had to go on that journey, so right. Freezer. I'm gonna put the ham in the fridge, so we'll eat from that for a while. The cheese. Hot dog? Sure. That can be my meal now. And then we've got non-perishable foods, which we have many of now. We're pretty much kitted up to survive for a good while, I think, at this stage. We can put the eggs in the fresh food. Ooh. Do this now. Astro Sloth, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Brand new viewer today and subscribed. Very much appreciated. I hope you are having a good one. I'm glad you've been enjoying the stream. Time for these dust masks to come out here, I think. Do. And then we've got plenty of weapons as well. Sort of worried that we might fill up our toolbox with those. So we might need to start putting them in the locker instead. The pistol. Keep the crowbar in the truck, in case. Several baseball bats. Just remember to have coffee. Right. Okay. That feels a lot better. Now, medical box or medical masks. These seem to last a lot longer. But I am still gonna take... Oh my god, there's 50? Can I put these, like, in one of these cardboard boxes, maybe? Perfect. I'm just gonna take, like, an extra couple of these. Wait, that there's 50 in there. Jesus. What about... Okay, so we've got a couple cans of gas. Those can go down here by our generator. Can I use the generator? Okay, so we still need to find either a generator magazine or I need to start collecting... What's the thing I'm looking for? Electricals to dismantle. Keep the mask and 2 filters in there. Still a little bit concerned that our character has just not said anything for a while. The virus took his vocal cords. Maybe. Why so many masks? Is it an airborne virus? Yeah, so the Necroa virus, like, mutates over time. So being around a zombie that's infected and fighting them basically means that like it transmits to you, so you need to wear a mask. There's also blood transmission, so like you've got to make sure that your hands are clean before you eat and stuff like that. Yeah, and I imagine over time it's going to get worse. We might have to wear like better masks and stuff like that. So right here, so this is called Air 1. Breathing near them is risky, but if it starts to mutate, then that will become more dangerous. Maybe it's like that, just stops after a while. I hope so, because yeah. Otherwise we might have problems. I smell. Okay. Oops. Okay, this is looking a lot better now. I think if we take the tackle box out of here, we're done. Like that's all good then. There we go. Not a bad little storage bin base. Up, Colvin. Howdy, been watching you on YouTube for a while and even happy to catch you streaming. Just dipping my toe into playing. Your first week supercuts have been amazingly helpful. That's really good to hear. That is really good to hear. I'm glad that you watched those. That was probably like one of our most, I think it is my most like popular series in that space of time. Most popular videos in the space of time that they've been around. Really glad that people enjoyed them. We did one of those as well for preparing for the long term. We did a few episodes of that, and then we also did one recently for the extinction mode, if you're interested. Okay, so I think now we should probably just read for a little bit, try to get our sleep schedule back on track, and then we go out in the morning to do something a little bit more adventurous. I could start learning the electrical skill, maybe. Considering, oh, I don't actually have electrical 1, so that's going to be... That's a pain. How electricity works. So we have a VHS. I just need to find a book for electrical 1, and I'm good. What about maybe butchering? We can start reading some magazines as well. Probably learn about like cars, for example. Yeah, what up, Striker? How's it going, buddy? How you doing? Good day, chef. Love the videos of the Necroa virus mod, but wish that people can do this with a server up and running and see if they want to play it or not. Hey, what? Wish that people can do this with a server up and running and see if they want to play it or not. So yeah, it looks fun. So yeah. I don't understand what you mean. Afternoon, Ducky. How goes it trying not to be a corpse? So far, so good. Yeah, we managed to find that last set of antibiotics that we needed. So that's good. I do enjoy not dying. I also need to keep an eye on the radio from this point on, unless I... Wow, I don't have the emergency broadcast frequency. Okay, so that's the other thing. If the helicopter shows up, we have to jump in the van and go. That's something we need to keep in mind. Because it could show up at any point until like day 9, I think it is. Give some time here. Good, just on garden leave before I start my new job. Nice, man. Do you mind me asking what you're going to be doing? Or obviously you don't have to give me too many details, but anything interesting? I'm going to go through till about maybe midnight and then sleep. In an effort to get our... There we go. Our sleep schedule is pretty much back on track. We're now getting tired. So that's good. We'll have a little bit of ham. Hi, Redwood. How are you, sir? I miss you. Alright, let's grab some food that we can take on the go with us. Doing well enough, missed you too, boo. Are you working at the moment, Redwood? What are you up to these days? Trust manager for a large law firm, basically handling all their London business. 3 months on leave, being paid, and a 10k salary increase. God damn, dude. Congrats. That's huge. That's huge. Me personally, I can't imagine I can't imagine hating anything more. But that's just because I would despise working in an office for a law firm. If it's what you've done, you know, what you're into, then that's fantastic. Congrats, mate. 10k salary is amazing too. I hate it, but I need the money too much, dude. My I think both of my parents at this stage are in the same boat. They both don't really like their line of work anymore, but just how it goes, right? Right, so I think we're gonna go to the military surplus. That's gonna be our outing today. We're gonna go to the military surplus store. First thing we're gonna do though is I'm gonna check have the symptoms evolved. So it's now got cold resistance, but that's not a thing. That's fine. Transmission hasn't changed. And the zombies haven't changed. Okay. Right, so if we go this way, then that'd be the easiest way. I'm going to look at my map and see like where we're at. I believe that would in fact be the easiest route. Yes. So if we go south from here, and then we'll join this road and take it all the way till it meets this one. KY163. That's how we're going to start, at least. Playing on a server that someone owns with all these mods include. Oh, you mean like just playing Necroa virus in multiplayer? Right. I don't think the Necroa virus functions in multiplayer right now. Unfortunately. The thing is like we've been dealing with this quite a bit with it's one of the reasons we've recently ended up closing our public server for Project Zomboid is that a lot of players don't understand right now that the modding scene is kind of in flux. So every time there's an update, most of the mods break, at which point the save is like we're stuck between a choice of do we update and break all the mods, or do we just continue playing until the modders update the mods, at which point then that save is broken anyway, so we'd have to either remove the mods or update to the recent version. And you know, it's a whole thing, and I think like some people don't realize that like asking for more mods to be put into servers increases the amount of bullshit that has to be handled every single time the game updates, which is pretty much every month at the moment, sometimes more than once a month. One of the reasons why we ended up having to shut off the public server and just go back to the Patreon server model, because people on the Patreon, in the Patreon community, generally have a bit more of an understanding about that sort of thing and understand how everything works. I have a friend who works as a office admin for a law firm, and she has fun stories about teaching them how to save files as PDFs. Oh my god, I can imagine. I worked in a very like digital heavy role at the NHS, and you have no idea, man. You have no idea. Some people, I am convinced, have just never touched a computer in their life. And, you know, I'd understand if that was like, you know, elderly people, but these people are not elderly. They're just completely illiterate when it comes to technology. Hova and Rob, thank you very much for the follows, guys. Appreciate that. Got a local job doing a swing bridge rebuild and embankment stabilization. Wanting to move back to Saskatchewan. Job is on break for 5 weeks. Need materials and drawings. Fun times. Your job does sound interesting, though. I don't know. Maybe you don't think it does, but I think your job sounds interesting. I think your job sounds pretty cool. I miss playing Ranch Simulator with you and the boys, Redwood. You need to come join us on a friend slop game at some point. Maybe if we've got like the next 5 weeks off, we can look at including you in some friend slop. Okay, so I think going out this way, I'm gonna have to check my map again, but I think we're coming to... Yeah, so that road would have taken us to the Evil Dead cabin. The reference to the Evil Dead movies. Also the Riverside houses, the luxurious Riverside houses. We might want to check those out, actually, see what kind of loot spawns in them. I need to take this dirt track, I think. Yeah. Take this dirt track and then take a right at the next junction. And then when I reach the main road, it's a right again. Okay. "5 weeks off, I'd lose my mind being off from the kitchen for that long," says Chef. I feel like being a chef is a very different environment, though, to a lot of jobs, you know? Working in a kitchen is often very, very much like, it's a very passionate thing, to the point where if it's taken away from you, you don't know what to do with yourself. Whereas, like, I feel like a lot of people have a very different relationship with other jobs. Like, I would feel a very similar way about content creation, and I'm sure I will one day when eventually I stop being a content creator. I'll have no idea what to do with myself. Probably just sit and play video games. But even now, you know, I'll sit down and play video games for a bit. And I can if the games are, like, really interesting. But if I'm not making content, it just feels a bit dull, I guess. I get bored if I'm not doing something with it, if I'm not making something, or if I'm not talking to people. In writing, the job sounds fun. In practice, it's boring most of the time. Friends Up games are great. Would love to join. Going to pad my time with other projects. Nice. Are we your other project, Redwood? Are we your project? Because I warn you, there is no fixing us. You always are, bud. Thanks, I appreciate it. Oh dear. I'll take that as a compliment. Nobody correct me, chat. So I think, yeah, we're right. Okay, it's about to get pretty serious because we're coming up on the military surplus now, and I'm expecting it to be very busy. It's down that end, but I do tend to know, like, a better approach is usually to go around this end. Yeah, and then work your way in. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, look at that. Lots of Zeds. I wonder, could we lure them away? I think we have an alarm clock in the boot of the, in like the trunk of the car. Let's see if that's close enough to attract a few of them. I'll start taking some out. Oh, that's a car alarm. That might work in my favor. It might not. Depends where the car is. No! Heck. I was busy. Panned my camera. It's the car right outside the bloody surplus store. Are you kidding me right now, dudes? That's so bad. Okay, hold on. It was just a scratch. But it said I shouldn't be pushing them. My gloves have holes in them. Thankfully, I come prepared with a couple of extras. So it looks like they ripped a hole in my glove. We're okay now. I'm very bummed out that we aren't going to be able to get into the surplus store. However, it could be an opportunity to loot some of the other buildings, I guess. Hmm. Let's go and have a look. It's really annoying about the car alarm, to be honest. I'm wondering, now that they're all, I don't know, maybe now that they're all grouped up, I can lead them away, though. Let's try that. Oh my god. This is like that one scene in The Walking Dead where they're just leading a horde of zombies. Oh, that's so crazy. Look at them all. Yeah, what up, Jet? How's it going? What up, Joker Chef? How's it going? I didn't realize that you actually were a chef, Joker, but I guess that does make sense with your name. Can the Necroa mod evolve into sprinter zombies? Yes, I believe it can. No way for me to loop round over here, maybe. My scooter was too expensive to repair. It needed an entire new engine, so yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry. That sucks. Bought a new one already. It arrives Friday. That's cool. There you go. Silver linings. Silver linings. So, I'm hoping I'm gonna have to go over more of these little dangerous bushes that trash my car, but some sacrifices must be made. Okay, this is looking a lot better now. Look at that. Look at the difference. Just a little creative use of sound cues. Look at that. Okay. Now let's get in there. Some of them follow for a very far distance now. I'm pretty sure that must be something to do with the virus evolving. Oop. I'm gonna deal with these ones. I don't want them like right out by the vehicle if we have to leave in a hurry. Let's get rid of them. Just a reminder as well, chat. Here shortly we will be switching to a sponsored segment for today's stream. I think probably in about 30 or 40 minutes time. Today's stream has been sponsored by the game War Alert. Which if you are interested in checking it out, then it is !war in the channel, in the chat. It'd be a big help for me if you guys would check out the link. The game is free. It's got a free demo. Give it a look. Just click on the link. Give the game a try. Wishlist it. Whatever you're comfortable doing. Anything helps. Even just clicking the link. Like we can get some more sponsored work in the future. Lurking and heading to work. Have a good day, MrAtomicDuck. Thank you. Have a good one, chef. What's up, Calderon? How's it going? Thank you very much for the follow. I'm looking forward to playing some of that War Alert later. It's kind of like a World War II RTS. I suck at RTS games, so it should be quite entertaining for you guys as well. Ooh. Shoulder holster. Mind if I do? Swap out these work boots for some military boots. Mine are slightly damaged. Oh, that's a lot of zombies. Okay. The link has been clicked. You better get paid in diamonds and gold. Thank you, Jet. I appreciate it. Yeah, anything helps with stuff like that. Like clicking the link, wishlisting, playing the game, whatever people are comfortable doing. It's a massive help to content creators, honestly, when we get sponsorships. Okay. Thank you, Yachik. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you guys will enjoy watching some of it later. It's it made, like I was saying earlier at the start of the stream, it made me think of Dawn of War. It was like a 40k RTS, but like the first one. Made me think of that a little bit, the way that it was like all capture strategic points and stuff, because obviously I looked into the game before I decided I wanted to do the sponsorship, and yeah, I think it's gonna be good. You guys will like it. A tent here. We could actually take a tent and deploy it outside of our little our storage bin as a bit of extra storage space. That might not be a bad idea. Never got big enough as a content creator myself to get close to do this stuff, but I get having much stuff like that helps. Yeah, it's ooh, ration water cans. Okay. So usually these wouldn't be worth taking. But in a situation like this where the water is actually tainted, that's going to make life a lot easier. We've got a military backpack there that I just saw. That's good. A military satchel. Do they have more space than a regular satchel? No. Do they reduce encumbrance more than a regular satchel? No. But they weigh less, I think, maybe? No, that's based on the items inside it. Okay. It's worth having a look. Sleeping bag as well. Okay. Yeah, this will actually be the first like stream sponsor we've had in a very long time, Jet. I haven't actually done sponsored segments in streams for like since I basically did streams as my main thing. And I've learned a lot since then. Like honestly, I probably took sponsorships back then that I wouldn't take now because of the rates that they were offering and the payment structure being quite predatory. So I kind of know what to ask for now, and what to look out for. It's something that I'm quite passionate about. I would really, really like when I get oh, nice. We actually got the key for the back room. Cool. I would really like when I get done with like being a content creator myself, like eventually when I stop making videos because the demand peters out. I would really love to become like an agent for content creators because I've had quite a lot of experience in that field just myself, managing my own sponsorships, but also I've been with a couple of different agencies, and I've seen that world, and it's very easy for content creators not to know what to look for and what to ask for and how to value themselves and stuff. And unfortunately, there are a lot of businesses out there that will take advantage of that. Which I'm sure is a shock to no one, really. So yeah, I would eventually, maybe one day, I would like to maybe represent content creators and help them, advocate for themselves a bit more. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about that with my agency because they are spot on, to be honest. Never had any trouble with my current agency. Represent quite a lot of larger YouTubers than myself, and they know their stuff. If any of you guys have heard of Operator Drewski, for example, my agency Levity Media handles them. Call Me Kevin as well, I think. A lot of big names under their banner. Could take one of these ammunition boxes. Oh, they don't hold much. Okay. I was hoping they held a bit more than that. This is going to be a good opportunity for us, though, because we can get our hands on a lot of different ammunition and weapons, which I think is probably going to become quite necessary, like, later on with this mod. It might not be required now, but I feel like eventually firearms are going to be a necessity. Especially if we can, sort of teach ourselves some firearms skill. Make ourselves actually proficient with firearms. We want these gas mask filters because they're going to be useful later. I'm gonna have to do a run to the car, I think. Already. Why don't I do... I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna grab duffel bag. Was there another one somewhere? Pretty sure there was another. There it is. I'm gonna grab another duffel bag. And we are gonna go around looting everything that we can get our hands on. Empty leather water bag. Carries a liter of water in it. Same as a bottle. What's the verdict on a water bag, chat? Is it actually worth having or not? Like over just a water bottle. Doesn't seem to carry anymore. Is it to like take up less encumbrance overall? Also don't know if an entrenching tool is any good really, but we'll take one maybe. Hunting knives I'm always on board for. Jerry cans or more fuel could be worth getting. I'm back for those maybe. Elbow pads. Nice. The military, like elbow pads and knee pads, give you much less discomfort than the standard variant. They're always worth looking for. Right. Also, do these have the oh, they do. Oh, the battery's dead. Hang on. What's the frequency? 107. Chat. Remember 107, because we're going to need that. Got the key. Okay. We need to get our character some food, so let me just put these bags down. We'll go wash up. Been a mod for or worked with some other content creators in the past, and yeah, learning to deal with sponsors is a steep learning curve, definitely. If you need an extra pair of eyes or a point of view on anything related to that stuff, feel free to reach out. I don't take pay for it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I feel like I know that stuff nowadays, like, pretty well, that I can advocate for myself. Most of the time my agency handles like pricing negotiation and stuff like that, but there's a lot to learn around like industry standards. And like I had an offer from I won't say who, because we're trying to negotiate them up at the moment, and we've had like a few different brands that I've reached out to recently. Oh, hold that thought. That's a pain in my ass. Go, 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 go. At least we're not near our base. That is a bonus, at least. But there's a bunch of very angry zombies not too far from here that I do not want attracted to my position. What we can do is we can use this to draw them further away from the army surplus store, perhaps. So if I go and sit over here, I think they'll get drawn to me. The timing on that, man, honestly. No, they're just getting shifted around. Okay. we're just gonna basically sit on the outskirts here. I'm gonna hopefully let these zombies sort of come over by themselves, and then we'll double back. Similar to how we did before. Oh my god. There's so many. That must be all of the ones from the that were at the military surplus before. I'll double back now. Why the heck did my D key just hold itself down like that? That was worrying. We did finish washing our gloves, I think. Let me just check the status of my gloves. Yeah, not bloodies, so we can eat crisps. I think the helicopter comes around again. Maybe. Yeah. So now I'm going to go out to the other side of town, because again, I don't want to draw the zombies back towards the surplus store. I'm going to go sit, if I can, down this side. Here they come. So I'm beeping the horn because I don't want them to just keep going towards the surplus store. I want to divert them away from it. Where are you? We're not in a city right now. We're at the military surplus store between I think it's Phallus Lake and Rosewoods. Someone needs to tell that chopper to land and pick you up or just bugger off. Yeah, it's a really funny, like, little event in Project Zomboid, the helicopter. Because you would think that, like, in a zombie apocalypse, he wouldn't just follow you, but he does. He just follows your position. Okay, so I should now be able to just go in there as business as usual. Rob's streaming it to YouTube for clout. Yeah, you're not wrong. Bloody helicopter influencers. Worst kind of influencers. I'm just gonna do my due diligence here and just check out front, make sure that we haven't got any big hordes wandering over. No, we're good. Okay. All right, let's get back to looting. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about, dude. There's gonna be so much ammo in here. Yes, look at it. Missile rifle, handgun case, small protective case. The first thing I kind of want to do is try and identify like what guns I want. I kind of like the look of this pistol, so maybe we'll take an M9 as one of our options. I also see a carton of 12 gauge, so yes, then that's a tactical shotgun right there with 7 shells, 7 slots, and a red dot sight. Okay, so that's that. We'll take the shotgun and the pistol. We already have an SN38 revolver back at base. Those will be great for learning some firearms. And then I guess we'll just collect everything that goes with. I'm kind of surprised there weren't more guns, but I'm glad that the guns that were here were shotguns. Okay, so we want 9mm. And 12 gauge. Kind of want to collect 5.56 as well for later. We are now getting tired as well. It has been a physically exerting day. Partner 9mm. $15 weight just in that. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to grab this yet. Okay, let's take them out to the truck. We'll come back for the rest. My health will only go down to 75% of its total. And then I need to change this bandage out on this scratch, which I'd completely forgotten about. Never understood why the helicopter doesn't just try to save you. Well, we don't know what the helicopter man's intentions were. They might not be a very nice person. Does the helicopter get the same fate as the other helicopters and crash, which is why it doesn't help you? Like, do we know where the helicopter event happens? Not really, no. We get like a notification over the radio saying like air activity detected, which could hint to the fact that because it's on the emergency broadcast frequency, that could hint that it's like a military helicopter. At which point, you know, we don't know, like, again, just this is pure speculation, but like if we're adding to that, okay, it's a military helicopter. Well, the military were actively trying to contain the situation. Like, maybe they are looking for survivors and are purposely trying to get them killed. You know, we don't really know what the whole situation is, do we? So want the tent back. Tent. The tent will be good. We can use it as like extra storage and sleeping as well, essentially. I don't know if we can attach... I don't think we can attach that to a backpack. Or to this backpack. We can. Heck. There we go. We can attach that to the bottom of our backpack there. It was only the hiking ones that could do that, so that's nice. You come in to say hi to Frank. You're so cute, Frank. So cute. Frank is happy because his mum's come to say hi. He particularly likes it when that happens. Would like to take some of the 5.56, but do kind of have to prioritize the carton of shotgun shells. I think the boxes are 9mm rounds, another M9 mag, and the M9 itself. Oh, there's another carton here. Good lord. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of ammo. Okay, so we'll come back and we will grab the box of shotgun shells, and then I think we're good. Cat? No, dog. Frank is our French bulldog. We rescued him. Trying to think when that was. It would have been last year. He's been with us almost a year now, I think. Almost. Unfortunately, one of the many French bulldogs that needs an operation for their breathing, and his previous owners wasn't particularly interested in getting that operation done, despite the fact that poor guy couldn't go more than like 10 steps without completely collapsing due to being out of breath. Poor guy just couldn't breathe. But thankfully, we, you know, managed to arrange with the rescue center, who were in touch with his parents at the time, to give him a much more enjoyable lifestyle. He was able to have the operation he needed. And we're all very, very happy. He's a good egg. Oh my god, there's more stuff in here. This is so much ammo. I mean, I guess at least, you know, we know that we're going to be able to work on some firearms skill. We are getting even more tired. That's okay. I'm not too worried about that. So we're just going to jump in the vehicle and get out of here after this. Okay. That'll do nicely. Let's get out. This is actually a lie. Duck birthed Frank. I saw it. Okay. Thank you for that, Lucy. You know, she tells everybody that, chat. She's not just telling you. She tells everyone that I birthed Frank. And apparently she sired him, by her words. I have so many questions. Listen, if you live in our house long enough, you have questions about a lot of things. Okay? You're not the only one. I have questions too that I fear will never be answered. And I'm not even sure if I want them answering, you know? Okay, I think that's everything. Would have really liked to maybe fit like a gun locker or something like that. We do have one back at base, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Okay, so surplus run done. Let's get out of here and get back towards base camp. And then I think it will be time for us maybe to do our sponsored segment for today's stream. I must like questions because I just followed the channel. Thank you. Appreciate it. Slanesh approves. Oh my god. Slanesh is like Lucy's favorite part of Warhammer 40k. She's not like, you know, majorly into 40k or anything, but she saw Slanesh and was like, oh, I like them. So yeah, it's kind of just... It's just kind of like Lucy in a nutshell, you know? Bisexual demons. It's kind of just Lucy's thing. Smash. God damn it. This one? Yeah. Well, we have pretty much as much ammunition as we can carry in this truck. I think the truck is well and truly as full as possible. Very tired. That's okay. By the time we get back to base, it'll be time to rest anyway, I think. Make sure I get the right turnings here as I'm going. So it's, yeah, it's left here. Do. I don't like how this vehicle like tips when you turn a little bit. Keep thinking it's gonna flip over, and I feel like any day now it will. Like that. That's just like so scary as you're going around bends. Do a barrel roll. Going around bends? Who's Ben? You think you're so funny, don't you, Lucy? You think you're so hilarious. Don't laugh at her. Don't encourage her. She'll do it more. Don't encourage the Lucy. Bend over, obviously. Oh my god, Maz. I hate you so much. What, you slag? What, Ashley? What? Oh god. Jesus. I feel like I'm one sharp turn away from an accident that will end this run, honestly. How goes Smashley? Is all well? He did almost roll the truck near the surplus store with a sharp turn. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't worry about that. That's all in the past now. Where we headed to? Well, we are headed back to base. We have had quite a roller coaster today. We have managed to find our last set of antibiotics to save us from the Necroa virus after getting infected. We were able to get out to the military surplus store and guide away a horde of zombies from the store itself so we can get in there. We evaded a helicopter event. Now we're on our way home with a truck absolutely loaded full of ammunition and weaponry. So I want to say that when the virus evolves again, or continues to evolve, we'll be ready. I hope. One thing I noticed we didn't quite find at the military surplus store was a gas mask. We found like one of those SCBA tanks or whatever, but I'm not sure about wearing one of those. Just finished an ice cold alcohol-free beer. Nice. I actually have a cider down in the fridge that I might have tonight. Play some, I think later on I'm going to be playing some Marathon with Yake. They grabbed me an ice cold cider, a nice apple Copperberg. Ash, maybe you can relate with me on this. I feel like the last time I just saw an apple Copperberg was years and years and years and years ago. Every time I see a Copperberg in a pub, it's always like the Nordic berries or strawberry and lime or like a really out there sort of flavor, and I'm so glad that I've actually just got an apple cider for a change. I don't think I've ever just seen an apple Copperberg in the wild. There's always a cider on tap. Yeah, I love apple Copperberg. It's so nice. I like the Nordic berries one. It's just, you know, it's the one you see bloody everywhere. Right, so we are absolutely loaded with ammunition. So I'm thinking maybe what we'll do is we can turn one of the other storage bins into into like a weapon lockup. So like this one, maybe with the shelves. We could even move the shelves into the one next to us. I think maybe we turn one of those into like a gun lockup, potentially. Thatcher's haze with a load of ice in it. I like and this is gonna make you laugh, those of you that don't know this brand. There's a brand called Inches cider. And it's actually amazing. And it is not an innuendo. But Inches cider is really good. You would not believe how loud Frank is breathing right now. It's like Darth Vader is under Duck's desk. Yeah, he is really going for it right now. What's up, nerds? How's the inspection spreading? Not too bad, Vontavious. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Well, that was a heck of a journey. Say that we've had a good one of it today. That's I don't know. I enjoyed that. It's moments like this with modding that I really enjoy, because it's been a long time since I've gotten into a sort of impromptu adventure like that in Zomboid. Because I think as you become more comfortable with the game, you don't make as many mistakes, and mistakes lead to some of the best stories in this game. So to have the Necroa virus actually infect us, and, you know, I made a mistake, it's nice to actually go through that again and actually have a challenge. That was cool. I enjoyed that, and I'm glad we came out of it the other side too. Can't relate. I don't make mistakes. I'm sorry, how many times did you crash our vehicle in multiplayer? Alright, sleep time. Those weren't mistakes. Yeah, she meant to do it. Did it on purpose. That fire hydrant came out of nowhere. What up, Gamer Cat? Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, so that's going to be it for this this segment of the stream. I do just want to say, those of you watching this on the YouTube VOD, this has been another episode of the Necroa mod for Project Zomboid. We will have more coming to you soon, but if you want to tune in and catch these streams live, there will be a link to the Twitch in the description of the YouTube video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.